What's up? How y'all doing today? Thanks for clicking play. Got my Ask Me Anything car related, and the Ask Me Anything was non-car related. That'll be at the end, so we keep this as car centralized as possible. Anyway, so let's get right into it. First one I said I would answer was Clockerino Subikin. Perfect road trip and what car? Money no issue. And practicality no issue. But I gotta say, man, I can't ever just overlook practicality, especially if it's a road trip, especially the road trip that I want to do, that I've wanted to do ever since I got a globe and ever since I got a world map vinyl put on my wall. It was awesome, man. I had that when I was like 8 years old, back when I was, interested in learning shit. I have a nice little cold going on, some sort of chest infection. It's fucked up, but anyway, so my voice goes out, I'm sorry. Anyway, so perfect road trip, perfect car, money no option, practicality is not an issue, but it is an issue. I gotta say, I have thought long and hard about this road trip, and it is from Barrow, Alaska. It is the highest in the United States. It's the northernmost city that has people in it. And I mean, of course, as opposed to the cities that don't have people in it. Yeah, it's the northernmost US populated city. That all the way down to the very, very tip of Argentina. The very southernmost tip. I can't remember what the hell it is, but you pass through that whole Patagonia thing like they did on The Greatest Top Gear special. And I just would like to go all the way down through Alaska and just hit all the back roads and do some off-roading in the snow and everything, and camping out every other night, and just enjoy the scenery and enjoy the roads. Blistering colds and everything. That would be the awesome thing. And of course, past the United States border to Mexico, and then go all the way down through that and through Central America, South America, all through all that. And that's the main one, man. That's the goal. My first road trip should be happening pretty soon. I'm thinking of taking a couple of vacation days and going down to see my folks in Bakersfield. That'll be my first actual road trip, but I want to take the Highway 101 all the way down to as far as I can get close to Bakersfield. Anyway, so yeah, the one thing that I really want to do though is that Barrow, Alaska to Argentina. That's my main goal, man. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sometime in the future. And the car that I want to use for it, yes, it is a car, technically. It's a wagon. And I've thought about it for a long time. And I always thought when I was a kid that I would want to do it in some awesome sports car or something, or like a big ass truck or something like that. But I think that the best vehicle for that, to blaze the blistering colds and go through the crazy roads and get through the deserts of America and South America and all that, and the mountain ranges and everything, I think the best vehicle for that would be a 2004, 2005 generation Volvo XC70 with a little bit of a lift, a nice roof rack on it with some supplies, lots of supplies actually, just have a nice tent in there and everything, and yeah, just go with that. Have a spare set of tires, just like how I had that different bill with Worldwide Wallace. I had those economy tires and wheels that I would put on when I would get to like roadways. Yeah, that'd be the shit. I think that would be so great. It'd be so much fun to do that. And I hope that I can do that sometime soon. It will happen before I die, unless of course I die on the way to work today, or like in some freak accident other than that. Anyway, so thanks for the question, Clockerino. You had another question on my Ask Me Anything not car related. I'll get to that later on in the video. Like I said, good question. Question for you guys: what is your perfect road trip? Because I love that question. I always try and ask that question, and I know that a lot of people live in different areas of the world on this site, and it's great that we have such a big centralized community that brings corners of the globe together. So what is your perfect road trip? That is a great question from Clockerino. Hope everyone answers that when they watch this video or go to the vlog or the blog, whatever it is. Anyway, so the next one would be Nate Lucky, Nathaniel Lucky. I'm gonna call you Nate Lucky. That's a lot easier and it sounds cooler. Front-wheel drive cars that should be or would be cooler as all-wheel drive or wheel-wheel drive. Well, you're looking at one right now. Looking at the interior one right now. If I had fucking all-wheel drive in this car, I would probably be happier than I could ever imagine with my car. Seriously, this car is built to be four-wheel drive, goddammit. What the hell, Volkswagen? Why did you not make it four-wheel drive for everyone? Like all over four-wheel drive. I understand that they have, there's merit to building a front-wheel drive car, but when it's a wagon like this, come on, son, it's got to be that four-wheel drive, man. Four-wheel drive. Anyway, this car would be great as four-wheel drive. Would not be good as rear-wheel drive. It's kind of heavy, and it's actually really heavy. It would be pretty much just traction loss like crazy. But yeah, I think this would be great as four-wheel drive. They do have four-wheel drive versions of this that I've been trying to get my hands on. If I could get my hands on one, I don't care if it's a TDI, if it's like a 2.0 turbo or anything like that. I hope that I can find something that's that way. This one's gonna be in my life for a long time though, because I've already done that whole thing of trying to figure out what kind of car I'm gonna get. Anyway, this right here would be a great car for all-wheel drive. A front-wheel drive car also that I think would be great as either all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, specifically rear-wheel drive, would be a Honda Prelude. Either the 5th gen or the 4th gen. I think that they look great and they look very, very rear-wheel drive coupe. You know, they look very, they have the long bonnet and everything, and they have the short back end and all that. It's just, it looks like it should be rear-wheel drive. And I think that would be an awesome one. I would love to do a swap on one. That'd be fucking cool. Like a transmission and axle swap from a S2000 with the engine in it and everything, you know. That'd be pretty sweet. Keep it all VTEC and everything. Anyway, so that one, Honda Preludes, 4th or 5th gen, specifically the 5th gen. I love that one. If you're wondering why I'm talking so fast, it's because this is not actually soda from Jack in the Box. It is coffee. Lots and lots of strong coffee. Because I have to go back to work today after having a four-day weekend. Anyway, thanks for the question, Nate Lucky. Very, very cool question. Before I go on to another one car that they never should have ever made front-wheel drive, ever. Chevy Monte Carlo. Why the fuck did they make that thing front-wheel drive? That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me, man. It makes zero sense. It's like one of the most iconic Chevy rear-wheel drive cars. It was NASCAR, man. NASCAR. And then when they have the later model ones, like the 2000s and all that, they have rear-wheel drive NASCAR Monte Carlos with the same body. It looks like a fucking NASCAR. But you know, we civilians, we get to buy the front-wheel drive V8 long coupe with front-wheel drive. What is that? That's bullshit. That's ass. Especially the SS. God, so annoying. Anyway, that's the last one for that. Sniper Bad Boy asked the question, stance or wide body? Neither. They both suck. They're fucking terrible. Especially these stupid little rivet things. Okay. That's a broad stroke. What they do with stance and what they do with wide bodies now is disgraceful. It's terrible. Too much goddamn camber on some sports cars that have fucking great suspension from the factory. What the fuck? Why are you gonna fuck with the goddamn suspension? That's wrong, man. That's wrong. Fucking with the suspension on an R8 or a Lexus RCF or something. Fucking with the suspension. They put work and time into that, man, and you just got $70,000, so you're gonna build your little Rocket Bunny whatever, or an NSX? God! A wide body stanced NSX. That's wrong, man. And you know what? Wide body and stance are not two separate things. They usually, they're hand in hand. I can understand stancing something that's going to be either a show car, stupidest invention ever, a show car. Fucking show cars. Anyway, I can understand someone stancing something like that. I will never understand someone stancing a car that they fucking drive daily. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Never will make sense. Never has made sense. It's not going to make sense. It's not. You're destroying the ride quality. It's I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it because that whole stupid fucking thing of it's their money, it's their build, bro. You gotta respect the builds. Fuck you. I'm not gonna respect the goddamn build if it's a fucking Audi R8 that's got a wide body kit on it and fucking stance camber that's like this. No, I'm not gonna respect that shit. You ruined that fucking car. I don't give a fuck if you put $30,000 into the suspension and the fucking rims. Fuck you. You ruined that car. Thank you for answering that question, though. Good question. And Miko S. Miko S, you asked my favorite M car, and I answered you in the comment section, but I thought I would elaborate more on that. I gotta say, my favorite M cars have always been coupes. I love BMW sedans, I do. I love them. But when it comes to M performance stuff, coupes are just cooler to me, other than wagons. And they didn't make too many M wagons. Not that I know of at all, actually. Maybe they made the M5 and M wagon, the V10 M5. I think that one had a wagon. I don't know. Be cool if it did. So my favorite ones, tied for first, would have to be the E63, the 2008-ish M6 V10. Badass little weird boot lid on that one. That's sexy. That's sexy. I love the headlights too. They're very quirky looking. People don't like the headlights too much on them. I think they look fantastic. Yeah, the M6, E36 M6, and then of course the convertible of that with the M package. Best looking convertible that they've ever made. So then of course the other coupe, the M coupe, would be the Z4 M coupe. That thing is fucking gorgeous. It's amazing looking. It is a perfect combination of a little bit of versatility with that lift back and style and performance, of course, from BMW. I would love to get my hands on one. That'd be fantastic. They are pretty goddamn rare though. But yeah, those two cars, favorite M cars, definitely. Thanks for that question. And you know what? I think that brings us to the yeah, that is the last one from that, because I answered all the other questions. One of the questions was, what's my favorite Lexus other than the LFA? I love the LFA, love the RCF a lot more. Reasons. The LFA is a very exclusive car. It's a Lexus, for one, so it's kind of exclusive in its own right. And then it's a V10 supercar that they made, this crazy way that they made it. And yeah, it's like, what, $350,000? Never gonna happen in my life. I might be able to see one, maybe, probably not. It sounds amazing, it is amazing, yes, but I'm never gonna have one. RCFs, however, they are depreciating in value. it'll happen. RCF over the LFA. And my favorite one that is not in production yet, but I hope they fucking make it because it's so amazing and I love the stuff, the Sriracha IS. Oh my God. I want that so damn bad. Hello, Mustang. Very nice GT right there. Anyway, IS Sriracha. It goes RCF, hands down, best Lexus, and then right after that, IS Sriracha, and then the LFA. So then let's go ahead and go on to the non-car related stuff. This is where you can stop watching the video if you don't give a shit about this non-car related shit. So Clockerino asked me the question, new job for the same pay or the same job with an amazing raise. Now, I don't know what an amazing or a gigantic, I don't know exactly what his wordage was there. I don't know what a great raise would be, but if I got like $29, $35 an hour for the job that I'm doing, maybe I'd still do it. It's a shitty fucking job, but if I got like almost 30 bucks an hour, oh yeah, I'd stay there. But yeah, I would love to get a different job for the same pay if I fucking could. It'd be fantastic. Now, you know, I'm gonna be working at the same place and I've got another job bid and they're gonna be hiring someone to take my place. It should be happening soon, which is like, you know, 6 months from now, because it's already been 6 or 7 months since I got the fucking job bid and they haven't moved me over or anything. So, I mean, if I could get another job for the same pay, I would do that over getting a raise. Seriously, because this job sucks. It's not that it sucks, it's just it's kind of lame and it's really annoying, actually. Anyway, good question, Clockerino, again with the questions. Nate Lucky again on the other one that I had. Favorite drink? Oh man, that is rough. That is a tough one. Now I gotta say, if we're going adult beverages, you know, a nice wild turkey on the rocks with a twist of lemon, that's really damn good. Yeah, I'd take that over a lot of stuff. Haven't drank in a while though. Haven't really wanted to really drink. It's been about a week and a half now. Yeah, regular drinks. I gotta say the V12 Hammer. I always called it just the Hammer, but then I realized that Mr. Purple V12 has been drinking it for a while. So I named it V12 Hammer. It is orange juice and coffee. A little bit of sugar if you want. It is amazing. It's great cold, it's great hot. Whatever way you want to do it. Try it, try it, try it, try it, do it, do it, do it, do it. It's so fucking good. So thank you for the question, Nate. Very nice question. This _car_guy, high school dream job. Well, I had a few. This is where it's going to get into kind of a interesting off-topic thing right now. So, I've always wanted to be a cop. Ever since I was a kid, you know, I mean, it was always cops and robbers, and I never wanted to play the robber. They were the bad guys. Of course, I did root for the Bandit and Smokey and the Bandit, because Smokey was a dick. But I've always wanted to be a cop. It's this thing inside me, this calling I think I have. It's not going very well. Haven't really found out a way, and I've been moving schedules around so much, I haven't been able to figure out a time to where I can go to school and everything. It's rough. Cop is the main one. The biggest one, the biggest dream, like the one that probably will never happen, is, you know, I'd like to do it as a hobby later on in life. A luthier. I don't know if you know what a luthier is. It's the people who make guitars. And yeah, I've got somewhere in all my stuff, probably at my mom's, got a lot of sketches, a lot of ideas for either different shapes of guitars or different acoustic shapes on the inside. Like I have this idea for a honeycomb shaped one that would actually really bounce the sounds around a lot in the inside, and I think it'd be easier to make with the polypropylene kind of back of a guitar. Anyway, I've always really wanted to build guitars, man. Ever since I started playing back when I was like 13, I've always wanted to fix them up and build them myself and design them. I think that'd be a really cool job. It's just really difficult to get into, and you can't really make a living off of it unless you're amazing and you make crazy exclusive custom guitars that you sell to rock stars for like $4,000 each. You can't really make a living off of it. So, you know, the other one after that would have to be a music teacher. And I grew up with music. Hello, Plymouth. Good Lord, that was nice. Oh, hardly ever see any Plymouths anymore. Man. So yeah, I was always big in music ever since second grade. You know, I was in church choir, I was in choir at school, I was in choir every year from second grade until senior year of high school. And I was, you know, I'm not gonna brag or boast or anything, I was really damn good. I was, you know, I had solos in regional choir stuff, competitions and stuff like that. We won things as a choir, I won things as a solo artist. It was a nice career that I had, and then I started smoking and destroying my lungs and shit, and smoking weed and destroying my brain. You know, yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to be a music teacher because I have music inside me, and I know how to make it sound good, and I know what should be music. I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, a music major would be awesome. Would have had to get that right after high school though, and it's kind of hard to get that right now. Everything's hard to do, but it's you got to figure out the one that's the most likely to actually happen, and the one that you have to actually put your mind to. And you can put your mind to anything and it'll work out, blah 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 blah. But you got to really sit down and think, is that actually going to work? Really? Probably not. So figure it out. It's easy to discourage yourself, and I don't suggest it, but sometimes it is a smart thing to do because some fucking ideas just don't work out. Something that I am strongly discouraging you guys of doing is smoking. Smoking is fucking terrible. That's one of the last things I'm going to say here. Hopefully you guys stick to the end of this, because I have another little spiel that I want to have. Actually, you know what? I'll save that for another one. This is the last thing I'm going to say. Smoking sucks. Smoking kills you. Smoking kills you very slowly, and you don't feel the effects of it for a while, and then it kills you, and you're dead. Can't really change anything about that. It's going to kill you. And if you continue doing it, if you stop doing it, you have a chance of a healthy life. And I have a chance of a healthy life. I am doing the best I can to stop smoking. I've started smoking about a pack a week instead of a pack every 2 days, pack every day. It's gotten a lot better than it has been in the past. When I first started smoking, it was about a pack a day. I did that for about 5 years. And then I started smoking again, and it was about a pack every other day, and stayed that way until last year. And it's just, there's no healthy alternative to smoking except for not smoking. And just don't fucking do it. Thanks for sticking around for the whole video if you did, and if you did not, suck on a penis, find a really fat one.